Hi, everyone, and welcome to Be in the Know. I'm Benny Mancino, the Bee Man, and we're going to present table games and more to you as we do every week. And this week, I'm very excited to have a friend and somebody I've known quite a long time, although she's not that old, but it seemed like I've known her a long time. Anyway, I got Heather Ferris from Vegas Aces. Now, Heather is an unknown treasure, a secret pearl, whatever you want to call her, of this industry. And a lot of you folks, if you haven't, it amazes me how limited some people's exposure to the resources that are out there, Heather. And you're definitely a treasure. Welcome to Be in the Know.
Thank you so much for having me on. I really do appreciate it. It's an honor. Thank you.
So for those of you who don't know, Heather runs the only online free dealing site in the world that I know of. I mean, is that right? Only one in the world?
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, that's really paying it forward. She took a project that probably started off somewhat as a hobby and turned it into a passion, a mission. Anybody, my life is paying it forward, and anybody does that, I really admire, Heather. And so let's talk about where it all started and where it all began.
Okay. So it started with me being a dealer, of course, and I dealt for several years. I just actually did an interview with someone else revealing this information before it wasn't publicly known, but I decided to be more authentic with myself. So I ended up going from casino dealing to I have autoimmune disorders. And it went into having to go on disability, which meant that I had free time. And I decided to start Vegas Aces because I wanted to put my casino stories out there. I wanted to put my knowledge out there. I wanted, exactly like what you said, I wanted to have a hobby where I learned how to do websites, and not very good, but I learned how to do videos. It took a long time to get to where I'm at right now, but the videos weren't very good at the very beginning. And it just grew over 10 years. And now we're a free dealing trade school where we help people learn how to deal table games all around the world. We help get them a job for free. And then we what was it, 2-3 years ago, we became an LLC. And I'm actually working on making it into a profitable business, so that way I can get off of disability and use that as my form of income. So.
Yeah, I know. I've watched your site from probably almost from birth, and you're right. Some of the videos were very primitive, but I really admired the effort, and then they got better and they got better. And then I had a couple of these guys who had a game they wanted to promote, and I got a hold of you and I said, hey, these guys want to make a video so they can sell their game. And I said, you need to monetize this effort you're doing now, because there's money out there to be made. There's people who need the resource and they don't know how to do it. And you were getting good. So you started providing services. I mean, I even took you on to do a couple things when I was down to D. I needed an instructional video because some of the dancing dealers, their attention span, believe it or not, everybody out there, a dancing dealer may have a short attention span. So how do you get them trained? How do you get there on somebody who lives on their phone when they go on break? And the only thing they think about is probably boys and partying every other time. So I thought, let me think how it is. I'll put something that they can have on their phone to train. So we were bringing 21+3 in there, and you did I think the video is actually still up on your website with the paper layout that I got so we could do it. And that's about where all your official company business type thing started, right?
Yeah, no, exactly. Thank you. I just want to say on the air, thank you so much, because you're absolutely right. You are the start of it. You gave me that first video. Also, you introduced me to the Wizard of Oz so I could be his email assistant. That was extremely helpful. Also, too, Thank you so much. You had me come to one of your casinos and do a presentation, which I had never done presentations before, and I have to admit it was horrible, but thank you so, so much for giving me that opportunity. Because of you, I was able to get over my fear, and not only that, do live streams, do presentations, give classes at UNLV. Because of you, I was able to get up in class and actually give UNLV presentations for my class. So you are the start of it, and I just want to say thank you so, so much from the bottom of my heart, because I don't think I've told you this enough or before or as much, but you really did a lot for me, and I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Well, I appreciate you saying that, Heather, but you actually did all the work. I just seen the promise in some way, and that's what I always try to do, is promote anybody who's putting out the effort. You know, when people don't put out the effort, I got no time for it. I really don't. I will put like zero effort, but somebody's putting out the effort and really trying. I'd love to see them. You know, I was a horse trainer, believe it or not, and I'd see these horses racing for other people who just weren't either feeding them right or training them right, and they just weren't living up to their potential. And I used to go and what they had called claiming races. I'd claim these horses and make them better, and I love doing that, and I love doing it in this business. And you know, you're a rising superstar here in this business. And she's right. She provides so many services that, you know, so many people are looking for, but they don't know where to look for. And we're going to start spreading the news today, because, you know, you have a manual writing service. You know, there's casinos out there. Guys, listen, I know you're out there, you're looking here, and you got old, outdated manuals, and you're like, oh, nobody in your organization wants to go. Heather can produce premium manuals for your organization. You do stuff like that. You can do training videos, custom training videos. If you guys ever see the Wizard, some of his videos at the table games conference or something, Heather's the one behind the camera. I don't think Wizard does all this shit. He's a smart dude. He don't know shit about. Can I say that on there? Yeah, this is YouTube. Yeah, he doesn't know nothing about cameras or microphones or anything like that. For a guy who's smart, I mean, guy's brilliant. Don't get me wrong. But Heather's the cat. She's the catalyst behind all that. Don't think about Wizard off and genius. Nah, it's her. So if you need something like that, she's your girl. She's your girl to get it done. I mean, you can do just about any type of video, right? I mean, there's not really no restrictions. Now, you went from portable camera, little thing, to all this, you know. I seen you with a headset on and stuff. I said, what's going on here, man? What's going on? Is this Channel 5 News or what's going on? And Heather was doing all this. And let's just say, listen, YouTube is the biggest platform. It's blowing away Netflix, although there's big numbers with Netflix and big numbers with Amazon. But YouTube is the platform now, is it not?
Yes. Yep. It's just like another TV channel, basically.
And Heather's got, you know, she got 9,000 subscribers, which makes me angry, because I'm just starting and I'm growing fast though. I'm averaging 25 a month, so you're pretty soon I'm gonna be there. I want to get to that 1,000, okay? But I got a lot of viewers that don't subscribe on LinkedIn. You know, I got 1,700 followers on LinkedIn who watch the videos and refuse to subscribe. The button's down here in case you don't know where it's at. All right. But I need to subscribe. All right, I'm not begging here, but you know what? Let's go. But let's say you want to be. Let's say you want to be a YouTube star, right? You want to be a YouTube star like Heather is, and like I'm going to be. But you don't know how to do that. You don't know how to get there. Heather can provide that service for you, right, Heather?
Yep. Yes, we do all of that. So we do have a lot of services that we provide. I know that they're not all on the website at the moment, but we've been very fortunate with the business. We have had such an influx of customers that we haven't had time to put all that on the website, and we haven't had time to put that out there. But we do instruction manuals, just like you were saying, for how to deal the games. We do promotional videos, whether that's how how to play the game, how to deal the game, or just a 30-second promotional video that you want to use to try to sell your game to the casino manager so they're interested in pitching or demoing the game for you. A lot of our services, even though we do offer a lot as far as consulting and speaking and that type of a thing, a lot of our business is a marketing business. So we work with table game inventors and we create everything they need to get their game into the casino. We create their layouts, we design them, we print them, we do their rack cards, custom equipments, lollipop signs, anything that they need to get their game into the casino, we do. I have a couple right here so that way you guys could see, but here's just a few rack cards that we designed, wrote, and created for our clients. We also do a promotional packet, so that way if you want to sell your game to the casino, everything you need is in this packet. So it has, if I could open it up, it has all the numbers, it has the information from BMM, it has the how to play, how to deal, all of the information that the casino managers are looking for, such as hands per hour, house edge, everything like that. We have all of that information in there. We also do business cards. We create people's logos. We do, we help people get into a field trial. So we have a salesperson go and actually pitch and demo the game for casino managers if the inventor can't do it, or if he's like across the states. So that's really helpful. So we have a lot of services that we offer.
Yeah, you're like a one-stop shop for many of these things. And
Yeah.
you know what? You can't lose in this deal. You know, some of us who want to get into this game inventing stuff just don't have the time. We don't have the time. We're either usually a casino operator or something. And Heather gives you that chance to get that dream going, you know? Are you going to probably be the next free card poker? Chances are not. But you know what? You can't win them if you're not in them, right, Heather?
Exactly. It's just like having a product in a grocery store. If you're going to put your product out there, you need to market it. You need people to know about it, want to play it. And also you have to make it look really good. So that way people do want to play it. No one wants to play anything that looks bad. And I noticed that a lot of table game inventors, they are fantastic when it comes to the math and when it comes to creating the game, but they're not really good with the art and design part of it, and that's where we come in.
Oh, I'm telling you, I've seen some exhibitions of that at the table games conference. I don't know if you remember the guy that had the one Caribbean poker type thing that he had like a milk crate for a progressive sign, and I'm like, oh my God! Even if this was the greatest, so the thing is, she can give you that professional look to your items. Even if you're, working out of your bathroom or whatever, nobody will know the difference. They'll think that you're as big as Scientific Games. Pardon me, Roger. Roger's going to be on the show next week, but yeah, she can do that for you. And like we were talking about earlier, if you want to be a YouTube star, she's going to give you the inside track. And the good thing about a person like Heather, she's so well connected now. The 10 years has been really good to you, Heather. You're well connected to a network. And there's another thing. Network for jobs. If you're a casino person, she might know somebody can help you out, right? If you're somebody who wants to get a game going, she can help you out. If you need training for your employees, and even in this COVID time, something new that you have is a subscription service, and you started with a few topics, and I'm sure you're going to expand it. But listen, guys, for $30, you know what? If I told my GM that I could train my whole property I think our department's 440 or 430 or something for $30, he may kiss me. And I don't want him to kiss me. All right. But anyway, he probably would. It's fantastic. Yeah, she's done all the work, and I'm sure you're going to produce some more, right? You hook your laptop up, you get you pay your $30, you put your 200 people in a room and let her rip. Yep. It's easy peasy. I mean, I think it's was the first one the COVID training that you did based on sort of like on the win document, right?
Correct. Yeah. So the first one was COVID-19. That was the very first course that came out. It was based on the WIN document for the policies and procedures for COVID, including the cleaning procedures that they have. It is $30. However, I do want to be very clear. It's $30 per month. So as soon as you're done with it, go ahead and delete the subscription and you are done with it. I am going to be putting more videos up for sure, but we have the COVID one right now, the customer service one, which we are promoting to both casino managers and dealers. So for the casino managers, it's labeled customer service, and for the dealers, it's how to give yourself a raise. But it's pretty much the same one. And then we have one for casino parties, because casino parties, they hire dealers, but they don't really know how to train them. They don't know how to teach them how to deal. So this is great for casino parties who want to train their dealers for blackjack and other games.
So this is, I hate to blindside you with this question, but I just seen it when I was looking at the different subscriptions available. Are you going, now when you said, say you get a catalog at 10, right? Are you going to charge a flat rate to use all 10 for a month and then it continually just subscribes? Because right now it's per unit. Or are you going to have a all-in-one inclusive price?
I didn't think about it just because this is brand new and I just haven't thought about it, but I'm open to suggestion. I think that's a fantastic suggestion. At the moment, we have 3 classes up and all 3 classes are $30 per month. So if you wanted to do COVID, that's $30 a month. If you wanted to do the customer service one, that's $30 a month. So you'd be paying $60 per month for those 2 classes. That's a fantastic idea. I haven't looked into it. I don't know if I can do that, but like I said, I'm open to suggestions. So
I didn't even know if that was an option for that platform you're on, but it may be something you want to look into later, because I think that would, somebody that has a suite of different classes on there, it would be really cool just to subscribe for the month, So yeah. That's really cool. So you do a live stream. Mm-hmm. I think you actually do 4 or 3 a week. I mean, 2 of them's on your site. And then don't you do a live stream with the Wizard? Do you do that twice a week or once?
Oh, yeah. So I do 2 live streams on my channel, Vegas Aces, Monday and Thursdays at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And then we do a live stream on the Wizards channel, The Odds Must Be Crazy, on Thursdays at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And with the Wizard, we usually do AMAs at Ask Mike Anything. So if you have a question, that's a great time to ask him. And then for mine, I've been doing something a little bit differently lately. So we've been trying to provide more content, especially for floor supervisors, poker dealers, people who I don't normally talk to, So we've been adding more content for that on the site.
So if you want to tie up the whole hour or whatever she has with Mike, just start talking about trivia. Ask a trivia question of the Wizard.
that would take up the whole
hour. Gone. It's gone from there on. Everything stops, right?
Yeah, no, he would be totally gone. You would have it.
Take him right out of his, he's over. He's a sick trivia person. He really is. And yeah, I'm going to do that one day. I'm just going to do it. I'm going to come in as somebody else. I'm going to give me a fake name. And I'm coming in and I'm asking a trivia question just to see how long it goes on. Yeah.
Oh, I'm looking forward to that.
So what else is in the future? I think there's a book. Is there a book? I mean, I know you've been offered a chance to do a book, but you haven't got around to it due to all the other things that you're cleaning up. But Anthony Kirsch, what is his publishing company? I can't remember the name of it.
Huntington Press.
Huntington Press. So
yes, Anthony was very, very kind. Yeah. Thankfully, Anthony and Deke have been extraordinarily kind and helpful with me and my book, very patient, because it has taken me forever to do this. It's at 300 pages right now. I interviewed about 15 dealers from all around the world. So we have information from South Africa, from New Zealand, from Europe, Scotland, Brazil. I mean, you name it. We have information all around the world. And it's been going pretty slowly. And the reason why is because, like I said, we had a pretty good amount of clients. So I was just trying to keep up with the clients, try to keep up with the live stream, try to keep up with everything else, which then leaves me very much time for writing. Now that the clients are done, now that things are slowing down, I'm starting to like get back into the writing. I have a few chapters done so far. They're pretty long. They're usually about like 30 pages each chapter. And there's going to be 15 chapters total. And yeah, just really looking forward to it. And it will be out. I swear to God, I'm writing it. And I also promise I will never, ever give George R.R. Martin crap ever again for not writing this book fast enough.
So this is a book of basically about dealing around the world.
So this is not the title of the book, because I realize this isn't a good title. It's the working title. It's the ultimate guide to being a casino dealer, and it's broken up into 3 parts. So the first part is how to get the job, and that goes into practicing at home, dealing schools, what it's like around the world, how to go about getting the job, like doing your audition. And then part 2 is after you got the job, now you're a blackjack dealer, but you're a break-in. So, let's teach you about scheduling and floor supervisors and the chain of command. And, by the way, here you're going to, encounter some bad people, and this is how you deal with, angry players, because that's just part of it and expected. Also game security, table protection, tokes. So that's all part 2. And then part 3 is how to give yourself a raise as a dealer, which we go into customer service and how this is a customer service job, how you really need to know how to handle the players. It's not just about dealing, because once you get to the point of dealing where everything is muscle memory and you're not even thinking about it anymore, your entire focus should be the customer and should be customer service. And you usually get to that point of probably about a year after dealing. Then you're pretty much good to go and you're completely focused on the customer.
So back when dirt was still dust, I got into this profession outside of the city of Las Vegas. And when I went to Las Vegas, I didn't know how to deal blackjack. I dealt other games, and I'm not going to get into that. I got into it in other broadcasts I did, but I had to learn to deal blackjack. I mean, if I'm coming to Las Vegas, I got to learn to deal blackjack. So I bought 2 books. I bought Dealing Casino 21, and I bought Dummy Up and Deal. Now, Dummy Up and Deal taught me everything I needed to know, basically, to come into Las Vegas and deal at that time, because it was true. Your main focus was to dummy up and move the cards. They hadn't got the idea yet that time on device and time and motion was way more important than just dummying up and all time and motion. They had to go together. The 2 T's, I call it. If you can get time and motion down, I just had a thing, last one was with Bill Zender, and we agreed on this. If you can get the 2 T's down, time and motion and time on device, which is very important. One's not good without the other, right? You can't sit there and talk and squawk and get 3 hands an hour. That ain't going to work. But vice versa, you can't deal a million miles a minute and take a player off the game quickly to where they don't want to play with you. So yeah, I got to Dummy Up and Deal, and it taught me how to. And I came in, like I said, I came in right at the end of the Dummy Up and Deal age, and I got to it was really wonderful for me, because I got to see how important customer service was. And in your training, you go over it thoroughly. I think, one point when you came out and worked for me, we dissected this situation from start to go. And we had like several meetings and phone calls, and we put this together. It's very similar to your training. And we found out what really makes it tick. We put our ideas together. And customer service, like I said, I got to watch it grow and how much and I started toying with what needed to be done. And luckily, I run into a job at the Hard Rock Hotel Las Vegas, which attacked customer service from a totally different angle than anybody else had done. Peter Morton, who was a pioneer He didn't care what you knew about table games. He didn't care what you knew about a bartending. If you didn't have the personality, he wasn't hiring you. The interview was totally productive. And then he told his, team that, well, we're going to put colored layouts on the layouts. And they're, oh, you can't do that. You can't have nothing but green. He says, it's my casino. I can have what I want. This is dull. We're going to have purple layouts. So we had purple layouts at Hard Rock, right? He said, I want my dealers to be able to celebrate with their guests. And they started to high-fiving and stuff like that. And they're, oh, you can't, the cameras and all this. But you know what? It all worked. It all worked. The time on device was so incredible. The Hard Rock was killing it. And they're killing it. And the dealers realized they had to move the games along, because the more they moved them along, the more tokes they were making. And they were, at one time, nobody outdone the Hard Rock Las Vegas in any way, shape, or form. It was the most copied. What we did there in that period of time was amazing. It was copied and copied and copied. So your subscription customer service, guys, if you don't lose customer service just because you got a mask on and a plexiglass shield. We got to go above and beyond now. Maybe some of it's showing the guests that we clean the seats and stuff like that, but there's still ways to keep the guests involved in the game. And Heather's training goes right there. Plus, it can be done on their phone or mobile device, to where you don't have to worry about, bringing a group of congregating people into a classroom, right, Heather?
Yep, exactly. Yeah, everything could be done online in their own home, so that way you don't have to worry about getting a group together and worried about COVID. You bring a great point up too as well. Just because we have masks on, just because we have the plexi dividers, it does not mean customer service should lack in any way. I like to tell dealers, if you're having fun, if you're talking about what you enjoy talking about, you're going to find players who enjoy the same thing, and you're going to be able to keep them at the table longer talking about what you enjoy, whether that's sports, a certain TV show, whatever it is that really interests you, motivates you. If you are interested in it and you talk about it on the table, you'll find people who will be interested too, and that will keep them on the table for longer.
When we did our training coming back for Safe and Sound for the Hard Rock, they give us a whole class on how to smile with a mask on. People can tell whether you're smiling. Becca's, I'm in a bad mood, you know what I mean? There's no doubt about it. But it's easy. It's easy stuff, and people know. And nothing's changed. You can't. The only thing you can hide is your identity if you're robbing a bank, something like that. But besides that, they know whether you're happy or sad or having a good time, or if you're just patronizing them by something you're saying, or if you're really into the conversation. We talked one time in part of the start of the show, she was part of when I was with Jack Entertainment. I talk about diffusing bad situations and, finding something that you see on the guest person or something that you can recognize to get them thinking about something that's really, really in their happy zone, and getting them away from the frustration of an event. And it's not, that all can be done with a mask, right?
Exactly. Players just want to be distracted. That's the whole reason why they're in the casino. They're trying to distract from their life. So all you need to do is just give them that distraction. And you can do it with the mask on, without the mask on. What you were saying before, you could see the crow's feet. You're absolutely right. You could tell if someone's smiling. So, still be happy, still be cheerful. They could tell by the tone of your voice, how you're talking. So, just be your normal, chipper, cheery self, and you'll be good.
So Heather, I'm going to list everything down here. If you don't know where the details button is, it's way down here. All right. So anyway, I'm going to list it all there, but tell us all about, tell us the platforms you're on, and how do we find Vegas Aces?
So you could go to my website, vegas-aces.com. Down in the footer is all of the social media links. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, all the fun stuff. You could pretty much find everything on the website. If you need to get a hold of me, heather@vegas-aces.com. And just know that we are here for you, and we're here to make things a lot easier for you. So.
Yeah, and she's on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook,
All of that.
You know, this book, that book, any book, she's probably, you know, if you go to a platform, she's probably on there. So listen, if you're using some of her free stuff, and I know some of you guys are, not to face it, you're out there, you're using some of these videos to train your dealers. Hey, don't. She takes tips too, right? You got places to donate to the site, because that stuff ain't cheap. They're not giving away cameras anymore. I mean, I know you guys think that happens, but this ain't The Price is Right, and we're not giving away cameras. So this stuff costs her a lot of money to do. So be sure to donate to the site, hire her to do some things. Heather, anything else you want to tell our viewers before we take off?
Just what you were saying before. Yes, you could definitely donate. Again, everything is in the footer of the website that donates a little heart. And thank you so much for having me on. I really enjoyed this. It was just really fun being here and talking with you and everything. So.
Yeah, it was great, Heather. Maybe we can do it again. Thanks for being on B&O. Everybody, remember to like, subscribe, do all this stuff that's down here. I'm pathetic. I need some more. I want to get up here with a 9,000 like her, okay? All right, we'll see you later. Thank you for watching.